Hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Metaphysical Practices. I'm Jennifer. I am so sorry about last week. I really did not think that we had a North Georgia State Fair, like not too far from here. And they rerouted the fair route. And so it was really clogged with traffic. It was insane. I was like, really, why are people going to the fair at this time of night? Like, what's going on? We went to the fair in the afternoon. I mean, so that we wouldn't be in all that mess. It was just, yeah, we went to the fair. We picked an afternoon and went in the afternoon. It was great. It was great. And then by the time we got ready to go, the lines for the rides were so crazy long. I was just like, I'm ready to go. We're ready to leave. So, and the boys wouldn't have had an opportunity to ride anything because the lines were so long. It was like 7:00 at night when we left, and the thing closed at like 11 or midnight. So, but some of the lines were like 2 hours long. Yeah, kind of sucks. So boys and girls, I want to talk to you about making small changes in your life. So this has been coming up a lot last week, this week, really the past few weeks, the more I've been talking to people about the subjects that we've been covering. So we've been talking about, empowering yourself, self-empowerment, self-love, like making choices, not being, not just being like everybody's punching bag or whatever. It's a big thing for empaths, but you know what? I'm learning that so many of us have empath tendencies. So many of us out there are experiencing it anyway. And like how to be happy with ourselves starts with just small changes. Okay. So some of the people that I've been talking to, that I'm not going to say their names just in case they join the chat. I'm not like breaking confidences or anything. Yeah. And oh, by the way, so I should have had the numerology for October posted today, but it's been 4 months since I have used that software. And apparently there was an update. And it wasn't, I'm not talking about recording. I already recorded them. But I thought the editing process would be like, usually when I edit my videos, I edit them and post them. No, that is not what happened today. When I was just like, okay, I'm just going to, like edit and post. It'll be lickety split, quick, because they're already recorded, right? That's not what happened. So the software I use for editing got updated, and I was just like, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, so that was fun. But they should be posted tomorrow because I'm like halfway through now. So I know, it's so much fun. I can't believe I studied biology and chemistry in college. What was I thinking? I should have studied like software for like editing and learning how to record this shit. I mean, oh my gosh. Anyway, so excited. So again, self-empowerment is not, it's a buzzword that we throw around all the time. But what people don't understand is if you are able to show someone how to like self-empower, or if you are a person that is very self-empowered, that means you've been through a lot of shit. I mean, that really does. It means you've been through the ringer, because that means you know how to pick yourself up from like crazy stuff that's happened, from crappy stuff that's happened. Thought that was my cat. Sorry. So, I mean, that's not exactly the happiest place. I think it's wonderful. And I think that, hey, I mean, self-empower when somebody cuts me off on the way to Target. Okay, yeah. I mean, stop me from flipping them off. It doesn't. It doesn't. I still do it. I'm horrible. Yeah, I flip people off on the road all the time. So if you're in Cobb County and I flipped you off, I'm really, really sorry. I don't know what happened, but I'll just go ahead and blanketly apologize. So anyway, self-empowerment means that you've been through some shit and now you know how to pick yourself up. You know how to move forward with that, which is wonderful and great. But it sucks that you had to be in that position to begin with, right? It sucks that you had to be in that place to begin with. So we have a solar eclipse. We have a new moon solar eclipse tomorrow. And I want to talk to you guys about releasing some of this stuff. Okay. I want to talk to you about releasing some of this, letting it go so that you can move on, so that you can let go of things that are holding you back, the things that are tying you up, the things that are really like holding you hostage. And a lot of this is our past. A lot of this is our past. I'm there 100%. So this is the big thing here, because tomorrow is going to be a wonderful time to release. We manifest from the day after the new moon. I just blanketly say the new moon. We manifest from the new moon to the full moon because the moon is growing. We work with the moon. The moon is growing in size. It's waxing. We manifest, right? We release from the day after the full moon, from the full moon to the new moon, because the moon is decreasing. It's waning. It's time to release. It's time to let go. And when we hit the new moon, we just let go of it all, have a nice, deep cleansing breath, and then we start manifesting to replace the stuff that we've released. Is everybody clear on that? That's what I call working with the moon. I'm not the only one. I'm not gatekeeping this. Everyone that I know does it, but there's a lot of people that don't understand why we move through the moon the way that we do, why we work with the moon the way that we do, how we manifest, how we release, what we do here. Okay, so I'm just explaining that to you. This is a great time to release because the new moon solar eclipse is like this crazy cleansing energy. I'm sorry, the shadows are driving me crazy on my forehead, and I just keep seeing these blotches on my forehead. Anyway, sorry. This new moon solar eclipse is a wonderful, wonderful time to release, to let go, and have a new beginning, to start over. I think it's wonderful. I think it's a great time for it. And I cannot get this light right. It's so weird, having a window in my office, usually it's far away from my desk. It's right here. It's right here. And I can't seem to make the light work in here yet. I know I've only been in this space for a month. So anyway, back to this. I think that this is a wonderful time for us to examine what is holding us prisoner. And is it relationships? Is it something on that level? Is it, I wrote everything down. Is it relationships, experiences, jobs, someone yelling at us, feeling like we're, being embarrassed? I mean, that's a big thing. I look at my kids, and thing one and thing two do not like to be embarrassed. If they find something that is really embarrassing that's happening to them, they just retreat, both of them. And one's a Virgo, one's a Taurus. Yeah. So the thing is, until we let go and release ourselves from this prison that's holding us back, until we unshackle ourselves, we're not going to be able to move on. We're not. And it's not easy. It is not easy to let go. It is not easy. Sorry, I can't find my little stand. It's not easy to let go. It's not easy to release ourselves from that prison, the prison of our past that's holding us back. So whatever it was, a relationship, a job, whatever trauma that triggers us still, whatever it is that's holding us back, trauma from our parents, trauma with how we were treated, from bullying, whatever. But we're the only ones with the key to that prison in our heads. We're the only ones with the key. We're the only ones that can release ourselves. And letting go and moving on, again, not easy. This is a really, really hard thing to do. It's really, really hard. If it was easy to do, every third person out there would be divorced. And I'm not kidding. Moving on, letting go, yeah. I mean, we would all be healed if it was an easy thing to do. It's not. It's not, because we get comfortable. We get cozy in that pain. I know that sounds ridiculous, but we know it. We recognize it. And stepping outside of that is something that is just a little bit unknown. It's outside of our comfort zone now. Even though we say we want it, it's outside of our comfort zone. It's hard. It's hard. So, in order to receive, we have to release. We have to make room in our lives. We have to make room in our head. We have to make room in our hearts. We have to make room for the things that we want. We have to make room for the new things. But even though letting go and moving on is not easy at all, we won't see anything different unless we do release it, unless we do let go, unless we do step away. And when I say we won't see anything different, I mean we're gonna keep having the same problems at work. We're gonna keep having the same issues in our relationships. We're gonna keep having the same things go on and on and on in our lives. We're going to keep having those repeating cycles go on. Hi from Canada. I just see Facebook user. But we will have those same cycles, those same things come up in our lives, in our reality, over and over and over again. What are you trying to heal from? Is this something from your parents? Is it something from a relationship? Is it something with work? Is it something with money? Is it something with a family, friends? These are all big things. They're all huge things for us. So we're going to keep repeating those same cycles until we let go. And this is a great time to do it. This is a wonderful time to do it in this new moon solar eclipse tomorrow. And it's Libra, so it's all about relationships. Fantastic. Now, once we release and let go, then we can really start to see a future. Then we can really start to see, hey, there's some awesome stuff out there. There is some awesome stuff. And now you're able to see it. You're able to feel it so you can manifest it, so you can align yourself with that vibration and you can actually bring that in. That's the difference. That's the big deal. Now, here's the thing that I've been talking to my clients about for the last couple of weeks. These don't have to be huge changes. They don't. And I love it how one of my clients, her guides were just really clear on this and going, it doesn't have to be a huge change. It's just a small thing. It's a small thing. She's very non-confrontational. I love that about her. She is very non-confrontational. She can stand up for herself. She does. She puts her foot down and she stands up for herself. But she doesn't want to be in somebody's face about it. So her guide was really clear about that. You don't have to be in their face about this. You don't. All you have to do is something small. They say something snappy to you. They say something rude to you. Or for me, with my family for a million years, if somebody was in a bad mood in my family, they knew that they could come to me and get into an argument. They knew they could come to me and push my buttons and get into an argument. They don't do that anymore. They don't do that anymore because now I don't have to be aggressive at all. Now they come and they speak to me like that, and I'm just like, you want to rephrase that? Would you like to say that a different way? Because this isn't allowed. I'm going to give you the opportunity. Would you like to say that a different way? If you don't, that's fine. I'll just walk away. No big deal, right? That's the thing, is it doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be something grand or huge or monstrous. It can be something just simple like, I'm not going to let you talk to me like that, but I hope you have yourself a great day. I'm going to go ahead and leave. Real simple, real to the point. And if they want to talk about it, if they want to argue about it, you don't have to engage. You don't have to engage with them. Just walk away. Just step back. I mean, one of my sons tonight was dead set on having an argument with me over a damn hell brownie. And he was just like, that's it. I don't want dessert ever again. I hate dessert. Okay. I hate dinner. Okay. And he just kept going on, and I was like, okay. It pissed off Dr. Seuss. It didn't piss me off because I was like, give me the brownie. I'll eat it. I mean, that's the thing, is it didn't piss me off. It pissed off Dr. Seuss. How could you just let him do that? Because it doesn't bother me. He's mad because I wouldn't let him have a brownie. It's not time. He's already had a brownie today. He doesn't need another one. We're good. So, small changes. Small changes. This is all you have to do to making these small changes, setting small boundaries, just small stands for yourself can lead to something huge. It can lead to something way, way bigger. And I have a graph. I want to show you this. Okay, let's see if I can press the right button. No. How about that? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So what I have here is a graph with an XY axis. Love this. Sort of takes me back to one of my favorite classes, which is statistics. Don't judge me. All right. I am a good Virgo, and I do love some math. All right. So maybe that's why I love numerology so much. Yeah. Okay. So we always start at the point in the center, right? Anybody know that? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to graph a line. I didn't put numbers on here because we're not going to get that detailed. Okay. So let's just say right there. So we just drew this line, right? You see the endpoint? The endpoint is right here. It's somewhere in the middle of this quadrant. All right. Now, let's say this is your relationship with your ex-husband. This is your relationship with your current wife. This is your relationship with your adult children, your parents, your cousins, whatever. This is your relationship, okay? But you're not happy, and you keep getting run over, and you're just like sick of the shit. You're just like, I'm not your punching bag anymore. I'm not doing this. So let's just look at this, okay? So we're starting off in the same place, okay? We're starting off in the same place. Now let's just make one small change where you say, I'm gonna step away from this. I'm not gonna engage. You have 30 seconds to rephrase how you said that, or I'm walking away. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be in their face, or just, it seems like you're in a bad mood today. I'm gonna go ahead and go. And don't engage with them. Don't argue. Just let it go. One small change, right? Let's just change by 5 degrees, shall we? 5. Okay? 5 degrees would put us roughly about right there. Now, that is just a 5-degree change, and it's already in a different part of the quadrant. That's just 5 degrees. This whole thing here is 90. You're in a totally different endpoint, right? I mean, this could put you in like such a different endpoint. This could be North and South Georgia. This could be the southern part of the United States and the northern part of the United States. That's how different these could be. This is 90 degrees. You don't have to go that far to make a change. Let's say this worked for you. And now you start standing up to a bully at work. Now you start taking charge of your finances. Now you start saying, you know what? I'm not going to be in credit card debt anymore. I'm not going to overspend at Christmas. All of us do that, right? I'm not going to give gifts to people to buy their affection. Okay, I'm just throwing shit out there. I'm not saying that y'all really do this. That is not what I'm saying. But let's just change another 5 degrees. Another 5 degrees. Just, okay? Now, again, I do like for things to be tidy. Let's look at that. Now we really are in a whole different endpoint. If you keep making these tiny changes, if you keep making these small changes, it comes into something big. And I can say that like 100% because even here in my house, I've been making small changes that's led to bigger things. It's led to things that are huge. It's led to, like, again, me putting up drywall. Really, it's not a good look for me. And it's ruined my fingernails. But I mean, it's led to me having like a different perspective on my office and getting rid of that institutional blue that seemed to have followed me around for freaking years. There's so much of that. I made small changes. Small and steady wins the race. You do not have to get all of it done in one day. Is it possible to change from here to here? Absolutely. Absolutely. But let's talk about what kind of hurdle this would take to jump. This, sure enough, is a big change, right? I call this change, well, besides it being huge, I would say that this is like, you know, one of the big D's: death, divorce, destruction. You know, that's a big change there. That's pretty much 90 degrees all on its own. That's a huge leap. We've leaped into a whole nother quadrant. If this is your goal down here, to be this kind of person, to be this kind of, like, have this kind of work, have this kind of relationship, have this kind of freedom with your money, whatever this is, whatever it is that you are wanting to manifest. First of all, let's let go of the stuff that is tying you down and chaining you to this right here. And then, instead of trying to jump from here to here, let's just take it one step at a time, because this change here could lead to this change, which could lead to this change, which could lead to this change, and things could move faster. And I have seen it move faster for people. I have seen it move faster for myself. It's challenging, yes, but the first thing we want to do is let go and release ourselves from what is holding us back here. And we are the only ones with the key to our own personal little prison up here. Is this easy? Absolutely not. It's hard to break a habit. I will tell you, the first thing I did was something so silly. The very first thing I did was I started brushing my teeth with the other hand. I know. My non-dominant hand. I started brushing my teeth with my non-dominant hand. As soon as I did that, I started thinking differently. All of a sudden, I'm like brushing my teeth and I'm like trying to figure out my problems, because I do that a lot when I'm like doing just normal mundane things like washing dishes, like pulling clothes out of the dryer, folding. I've been doing that a lot lately. Yeah. But all of that stuff, I just started brushing my teeth with a different hand. When I started doing that, I was like, oh my gosh, I could do that. I could do it that way. I didn't even have to have a margarita. I thought in a different way. And I think that's so important. I think just making a small change it helped me go in a totally different direction. It's still not helped me free up enough time to get my hair cut or to get my hair done. I really need to go see my hairdresser. And if you're watching, Marissa, I'll hopefully be there soon. Hopefully. But it has helped me make small changes in my house, small changes in my household that is making things easier for me to keep up with. It's making things easier for Dr. Seuss. It's snowballing. And I love it. I love it. But I had to make that first change. It was something simple. Again, now you can do something else. You can make something simple, like a change in your diet, a change in your exercise routine. The thing is if you want to be here, you need to get yourself to a place where you can at least see this. You need to let go and get yourself to a place where you can at least see this possibility, because that's the only way you're going to align your energy with what it is that you want, with your dreams, with your goals, with like what you're trying to manifest, that law of attraction thing. The only way you're going to align your energy with what you want is if you can see it, if you can feel it, and you can know that it's a possibility. And until you unlock these chains that's holding you down here, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're going to have the same repeating romance. You're going to have the same repeating job. You're going to have the same repeating everything. And there was another lady online, and I really like her. She's an organizer. I don't know. Her handle on YouTube is called Clutterbug. So, I like the organization things. I love it. Oh my gosh. I don't know if she's a Virgo, but it wouldn't be surprising. So she said she was trying to make some changes in her life, and she just started with 10 minutes. She was like, what can I do for 10 minutes that's a little bit outside of the norm? What can I do for 10 minutes that I like, something I've been interested in, something I've really wanted to do? What can I do for 10 minutes? So she started with minutes. And she was like, okay. So I decided that I was going to start an exercise routine, and I was just going to start with 10 minutes every day. Valid. I love it. And she was like, then I found out that I didn't want to do it for just 10 minutes. I ended up doing it for 30. Okay, that's allowed. So then she started doing something new. She was like, I want to try something new for 10 minutes. And given the fact that she has a YouTube channel and she probably is trying to do new stuff like all the time, I get that. But she's like, I've been wanting to try this for a long time. I'm going to try this for 10 minutes and see how it goes. I'm going to try this for 10 minutes. I'm going to let go of the fear of this new thing, and I'm going to try this for 10 minutes and see where it goes. So I like her method there, because 10 minutes is like 5 degrees. I mean, it's a small amount, right? It's a small amount of time. So if you want to look at this as like, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, that could be, your day or whatever, or you could break it up like that. You break it up into time, break it up into whatever quadrants make sense for you. But for me, I just need to get out of my stuck area into a place where I can at least see the promised land, where I can see that Garden of Eden that I'm trying to get to, or that I'm trying to bring to me. Getting it out of your head. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about manifesting, okay? Manifesting, as I have said a million times on this show, and I've said it this year on this show because this is an 8-year, this is a manifesting year. Manifesting, is there something going on that I can't see anybody from Facebook? I can only see people from YouTube. I don't know what's happening. Maybe I did something weird. I thought I just selected the same things. Who knows? I'm like doing some weird stuff lately. I mean, for like several weeks, the background was like all blurry. It took me a while to figure out like what I did to make the black background blurry. And I've got this great logo on canvas now. I wanted to show it off. I mean, anyway, I digress. So, I forgot. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I can't hit rewind until after the show. My gosh, I'm a genius. Changes, manifesting. That's what I was talking about. So manifesting is not sitting on your ass watching the Love Boat and drinking a Coors. That is not manifesting. That's thinking about it. It's working it out in your head, but it's not manifesting. Manifesting is actual work. Law of attraction, even though like the way that it sounds doesn't sound like it's work, but it is. Because you can sit on your couch watching the Love Boat, drinking a Coors, and think, I want this in my life. I want this in my life. But you actually have to do something to bring that in. You actually have to do some work. I mean, you have to use energy to get it, to bring it in, to make it happen. I'm so sorry. All I keep seeing is Facebook user. I'm not seeing actual names tonight, so I don't know what's going on. But hi everybody. I really truly do not know what I'm doing, what I did wrong. Did I select the only time I know that this happens is when I accidentally select the developing empath. And because the developing empath is a private group on Facebook, it won't show the names. So it's very possible that I accidentally selected the developing empath. And in that case, hello, empaths. I love it. But I can definitely see those of you that are on YouTube. So, all right. So manifesting is work. Law of attraction is work. It's you putting the energy out there. Now, it's also you putting the energy out there to align yourself with what it is that you want to bring in. And in order to do that, you have to make some kind of change because clearly you're not getting it in the place that you're in. So you need to go from this quadrant to another space so you can see what it is that you want. So that way you know what you need to do to align yourself with it. I mean, this is me right now. This is the beach body that I want. But I'm going to have to lose a little bit of weight just so that I can see that, right? Yeah, because in 2021, I was this close to my goal weight. I have photographic evidence that I lost weight. I just so happy. I mean, really, it was awesome. But then I went and got hives, not once, but twice. And, the medications messed me up, and then I started eating sugar again, and it's just, I'm not where I was I'm not at the highest weight that I weighed, but I'm not where I was near my goal weight. But I know how to get back there. So I've started making those small changes again to get back there so that I can just see that promised land and go, there she is. I know she's there. Yeah, I can't see anybody tonight. I don't know what's going on over at Facebook. I don't know if it's something I selected. All I see is Facebook user. I can't see an actual name. And you don't have to put your name out there if you don't want to. It's okay. But I don't know what I did. I mean, I've been doing a lot of weird stuff today with the editing software. So I probably selected something in this software that is like, mess things up. I know. I don't know what I did. Okay. There was something else that I really, really wanted to cover. And I can't remember. Facebook is being dumb, Kelsey, because I can see you just fine on YouTube. So don't know what that's about. But yeah, Facebook is being dumb. All right. So I want you guys to be aware that there is a lot that you can release in the next 24 hours. In this new moon solar eclipse, there is a lot of releasing that we can do in the next 24 hours. Okay. Again, small things. If you are looking for like a job, a relationship of any kind, friendships, partnerships, romantic relationships, relationships with your kids, your parents, your cousins, your friends, whatever it is that you want, especially relationship wise, if you're looking for something different than what you have right now, now is a good time to release the past. Release how they've treated you. Release the bullying. If this is about an ex, oh yeah, worry less. If this is about an ex romantic relationship, let it go. I mean, let it go, because it's not serving you. Let it go and let them do their thing. Even if you have to like have interactions with them because of a business or because of friends or because of children or parents or whatever is going on, you can talk to them without having to engage. And it's not easy. Yeah. And another thing that you really want to do, stop looking up people on social media that you are no longer interested in. Yeah. Don't look them up on TikTok. First of all, they can see you. Don't look them up on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or anything. Don't even bother with it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they're doing. It doesn't matter if they're running your name through the mud. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If people are interested in your side of the story, they will come to you. Don't even worry about it. Seriously. I have lived this life. If they're interested in your side of the story, you won't have to go to them. You won't. But stalking them on all these platforms is not going to do you any good. It's just going to keep you irritated. And just for fun, don't ever take people out of your phone. Don't delete people out of your phone. Block them, but don't delete them out of your phone. Put beside their name like something like absolutely not, never again, no, 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 the spawn of Satan, total liar, whatever. Put that beside their name in your phone. Don't take them out, just block them, okay? Because when they look at your stuff on some of these platforms, Instagram, social media, Instagram, TikTok, you can see who it is that's looking at your stuff. It's absolutely not from your contacts. I love that. I love it. I know you're watching. Yeah. I mean, that's petty. That's petty. And I love it. I love it that TikTok does that for us. Oh my gosh. And this is how one of my friends manifests at what she did for her house. Is she took a picture. She wanted to sell her house. Okay. So she took a picture of the house with the for sale sign in front of it. She took a picture of it. She put it in her phone. She did the editing thing in her phone and wrote sold across it. And then she made it her wallpaper. She made it like her lock screen, and that's how she manifested the sold on her house. When she was looking for another house to buy in a different state, in a different city, she found a home that she liked, and she took a picture of it, screenshot on her. She put the wallpaper in, and she wrote home across it. She moved in on Monday. Isn't that great? I love it. I love it. I cleaned house on Facebook a few weeks ago. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So it's good to like delete people out of, get people off of your social media. You don't have to have them as your friends on social media. You don't have to have them like following your business or anything. You don't have to do that. Just don't delete them out of your phone. Just write that beside their name. Again, I have so many in here. It makes me laugh. And by the way, when you start putting up even these small boundaries, people are not going to be happy with you. No, they're not. They are not going to be happy. They're not going to be nice at all, but that's okay. So you put like no, the devil's minion. Absolutely not. Oh, big liar. Total clown. That one was good. Yeah, that one was good. Oh God, I have some really good ones in here. Oh God, I do have some good ones. Hello. Yeah, like no, unhealed pecker. Again, absolutely not. I have some really nasty things in here, so I can't say that. I clean my social media. I clean my socials every 3 to 6 months. I delete folks from my phone, but I put their names on paper and do a freezing spell on them. Okay, I do like that. Facebook user, that is awesome. I do want to tell you though, it's for me, I just like, I'm so mean. I'm so petty. I just like knowing that they're viewing my stuff. And I just go, oh, are you bored? That's interesting that you viewed my stuff. Blah-de-da, absolutely not. Or blah-de-da, the devil's minion. Viewed my stuff. Oh, did you need a reading? Yeah, I'm so mean. What can I say? Psychotic. Insane psychotic. I love that. So it's your phone. You can put whatever you want in there. But I do really like when I can get this, but yeah. Oh my goodness. I just looking at my hairdresser, she's going to send out like a search and see, like, she's going to send out a search party for me, surely, because I'm just like, I need to get my hair cut, and I haven't had time. And I was going to go last week, but then it rained, and then there was like hurricane shit coming through here. And oh my gosh, all of my people in North Carolina and in Florida, I like tried to reach out. I got most of your responses, But there's a couple of you that I'm still really worried about. So I hope y'all are okay up there. Just checking. Yeah. It's me, California Jen. Hi! Okay, I call her GI Jen. I know, because she was an MP in the Army. So, you know, she's GI Jen. It's good. Yeah. And then Atlanta. Yeah. Like weird shit catching fire. I mean, it's messing up the water system. You know, it's just, But I really, I think there's two of my clients that I have not heard from. And if y'all are watching this, I just want to make sure you're okay. Yeah, I checked with everybody. My peeps down in South Georgia, everybody, I was just like worried about y'all. So our basement flooded, which, what a shocker. I mean, it floods all the time. Well, it floods mostly in the wintertime when it rains, but I did get some good news on how to stop it this time. So, but this was a pretty big flood for our basement. I mean, it was excessive. So it took us 2 days to get the water out. And yeah, that was awesome. But my family in Toccoa finally got their power back on after 4 days. Pretty good. Yeah. I mean, it really was. It was only 4 days. And I know that sounds like crazy, but they were expecting it to be longer because, you know, in North Carolina, it's going to be a while before they get power back. So you guys can fling a prayer up for Asheville, for all the people in Asheville, North Carolina, and the path that it cut up to the North Carolina mountains. It was intense, really. Yeah, seriously, Kelsey, it was crazy. So, I think that was it. I hope you guys, like pull I don't want to say pull yourself together because that's not right. Pull your things together that you really want to release and you really want to let go of tomorrow. Because tomorrow is the peak of the new moon. It's when the solar eclipse happens. And you can just release that shit, like burn it, freeze it, whatever you got to do, bury it, let it go, wash it with salt, you know, whatever you have to do, let it go, and then practice it. Practice that 5 degrees of change. Practice that 10 minutes of change every day. Every day. It's challenging. It's challenging as hell because I'm not good at brushing my teeth with my left hand, but I'm getting better. And it helps me to think in a different way. Just a small change has helped bring about lots of big changes just in my office alone. So think about that. I know. There's good stuff out there. There's good stuff for all of us. No one is eating up your good stuff. No one is taking your wonderful dreams or your hopes. Nothing like that. We just need to focus on ourselves, not our past. We need to let go of it. Make small changes, small boundaries even. And just don't engage. And it's hard, especially for somebody like me that wants to argue with them. I mean, look at me. When people come on this channel and they start la in the chat, I mean, what do? I engage with them. I laugh at them. But I also take a screenshot of their comments. And I have a folder that I save it under. I'm so mean. But it's time to let go of this stuff. It's time to let go. And for me, it's time to let go of stuff that like both my dads did like years ago. It's time for me to let go of the fact that not all male people are going to talk to me like that or treat me like that. I mean, there are some people of the male persuasion that actually want to listen to what I have to say. Not many, but you know, I'm just saying. It's small changes. Small changes are going to get you to where you want to go. Figure out what you want. That's the first thing. Figure out what it is that you want. What is your dream? What is your goal? What is it that you want? And sit back and go, okay, what my desire is to be this. My desire is to experience this. Now, make small changes to get you to a place where you can see it, where you can feel it, and go, okay, I'm in. I'm in. That's law of attraction. What do you think? Oh, so yeah. Mouse, this kitty, he's laying on this little, it looks like a towel back there, but it's not. It's the baby sling that I used for the boys when they were babies. I still have it. And this is how I've been able to get stuff done with the cat that wants me to hold him all the time, is I put Mouse in the baby sling and I hold him all the time. So, yeah. You're such a cuddle bug anyway. A little fierce there with the scratches on your face. But I'm usually sitting here working. I'm usually sitting here working with Mouse in a baby sling. And then when I don't have it on, it's laying right over here for him to snuggle up on. Yes, I'm a weirdo. I do have a kitty that is for adoption if you are in the Atlanta metro area. Not Mouse. It's Mercury. Just letting you know. If anyone is interested, she's quite lovely. She's all gray. But keep this in mind. This is very important. I've been talking to multiple people about this very thing for the last 2 weeks. Small changes. You got to let go of it. And the thing is, when you start letting go of it, that energy, that feeling, that spirit is going to come and press back down on you. It's going to come back because it doesn't want to let go. And honestly, it's hard for us to let go of it. Keep practicing, keep working on it. Yeah. And that way, we won't all have things like an autoimmune disease. Yeah. We need to let go of it and heal ourselves. Yes. Just like Louise Hay's, You Can Heal Your Life, which is one of my favorite books. It's right there. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. I want to remind you guys that the numerology for October should be out. You can't go back out. It should be out tomorrow. I'm not going to kill myself trying to get that loaded all up tonight, but I had some problems with the software because there was an update in the last 4 months. And, you know, I was also trying to work with a cat like strapped to my chest. So much fun. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. I hope you have a wonderful night. Enjoy this solar eclipse energy. It is a great time for a new beginning. It's a great time for a fresh start. Release so that you have room for new stuff in your life. Take some time and purge your closet. There's a lot of homeless shelters that will love your old stuff. I know. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Again, I hope you'll have a great week. And what are you going to do until we see each other again? Get out there and make your magic. Bye.